welcome to the Macro Chat live show. I'm so happy you're here. Hi, Elise. Thank you so much. Let me know in the chat if you can hear me because I have my wireless mic. Hello, hello. It's so nice to see you. I am so excited, but I have some sad news. AD hurt his back. So Janice is doing all the behind the scenes like I used to back in the days. And AD has spoiled me. So if you could, hello Jan, hello Ada, nice to see you. Oh, Sanda's okay, wonderful. So nice to see you guys. Welcome, welcome to the Macro Chat live show. Can you believe this is number 70? I just can't believe it. I have to tell you guys, when I first started the show, man, my heart would just go boom, 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 boom. And I'm thinking, why? Because you know what? To do something different and step out of the box is so nerve-wracking. But I did it. Hi, Debbie. Nice to see you. Welcome, welcome. Hey, Debbie, I have a request for you. So the people that are in our membership inner circle, they're blue. And you guys have the power to remove what do they call them? Trolls. So AD is not in the background, and AD always removes the trolls. So if you see someone that's kind of not, really should not be here, do me a favor, hit on the three little dots, and you can just say remove or block or whatever. So you hit next to the three little dots, and you just go bam, see you later. Because we're all here to talk about macro, micro, and close-up photography. And look what I have. Look what I have. So I am so excited because in our feedback loop, which is what we have today. Hi, Art. Nice to see you. Hi, Patricia. Nice to see you. So happy you're here in the Macro Chat live show. I just love to chat with you guys. It is so much fun. And I was talking about how I was nervous, and now I'm not nervous at all, you guys. Well, I get nervous of the tech because I'm not a tech. But I just love chatting with you guys and seeing your images. And we've got some amazing images to share with you. We have Elise, we have Ada, we have Baz. I just can't say enough how excited I am about today's show. And it's really, a lot of it, for me, has been inspired by Mitchell Wu, who we had last show. And you know what? And that's what Elise did her loop. Just like you did, Art, Elise did her loop. So this is called the feedback loop. And what it is you send in images, you give us your goal sets, and then sometimes we'll give you homework. Most of the time we give you homework because it's all about pushing yourself, right? And so when we give you homework, we're hoping that you actually do the homework, and then we share it on the show. If you want, well, at least I just am sharing it because you did such a great job. And I said, I got to share this I just get so excited that you guys step out of the box and you guys work it. And that's what makes me so excited and why I'm here doing this macro show, because there's no other macro show. We have to have a show for us, right? Oh, thank you so much, Jan. You know what I did today? I put sparkles on. So some of you guys don't know. I'll let you know a little bit behind the scenes. So I am a sparkle person. Don't ask me why. I just love sparkles. You know, I have a sparkle bracelet on. I like sparkle. When I'm doing any kind of, like say Instagram, you'll see sparkles coming in. For some reason, my granddaughter has sparkles. Guess what? Grandma's buying sparkles. I'm always buying her sparkles. But yes, thank you so much, Jan. I appreciate it. Totally love it. Yeah, so we have this really great show, and I want to share with you guys. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I have my notes here. I am so excited. So we have today the feedback loop, but guess what? We have Stuart Wood. Holy moly. Okay, so after this show, I just love all the guests that we have. They're just so cool and so nice. So Stuart's going to be on the show, and he's from England, and I found him through YouTube, but his website rocks it. I was just like, wow. So after the show's done, we put in that the next show's going to be on, and I'm going to put Stuart's website and his YouTube area, so you guys can check out. If you don't know who Stuart Wood is, you got to check out his stuff. You will be so inspired. He does a lot of behind the scenes. Very cool. Yeah, so I am just like, you guys are so awesome. So awesome. I'm looking at your chat. So what I have is like, I have this main screen, and then I got a screen over here, and then I got my little laptop over here. So that's why I always like turn around. Oh, yes, I know. I'm telling you, Patricia, wait till you see. She rocked it today. Oh, my gosh. Rocked it. Oh, there's Baz. Hi, Baz. Yes, cheers. I don't, in the evening when I used to have, oh, and it looks all dirty. In the evening, when I used to have the show in the evening, I would have a drink. I would get like a glass of wine or a mixed drink. But, it's in the middle of the day for me. It's 1 o'clock. So I don't know if I haven't done that yet. So anyways, yes, I will have Stuart, his information on next show. He's going to be on the 15th. Mark your calendars. It's going to be so much. Then a small glass. Yeah, really. I might just do that for you, Baz. You know what? I might just have a really nice small glass of wine or something in a couple shows from now. Because I don't know, with Stuart, I want to make sure that I'm level-headed. Both of you guys I can party on, right? So if any of you guys are new, introduce yourself in the chat. If you're here and you're new, say hello, because the people that are chatting right now rock the whole love of macro, micro, and close-up photography. And this is how you get to know each other. We chat. It's not just about, I get a little itch on my nose. It's not just about me. It's about all of us. That's why I did the show, so we could chat. That's why it's called chat. So we can chat it up. About 15%. Baz. Too funny. And thanks, Baz, for getting the information for your images. I totally appreciate it. So if you want to have your images on a feedback loop, next week, or not next week, we have the show every other week. And I should be doing these little things that AD does. So here's the channel. This is so I always have this on YouTube. The Macro Chat Live show is every Thursday, every other week, if you're new. And let's see. If you want to join our Facebook group, this is where I give you guys, this is Macro Live Chat. The Facebook group is where I let everybody here that's chatting with us, like the latest information, any updates, and I always go to them first if they want to do, well, there's two groups. Adventures of the F-Stop Inner Circle submits images. The group here submits images, and I have one other group, Professional Macro Chat, Professional Macro. And I grab your images. You can submit them on my website. I don't have that here, to tell you the truth, because AD has it. So AD is my amazing producer, and he hurt his back, poor baby. Do you know how bad that is, to hurt a back? That's like the worst. So he is in a lot of pain, and I'm sending him good vibes to feel better. He whacked his back, and he couldn't be here today. So you can submit 3 images or a portfolio like Art did. He did a whole portfolio, and what you do is you could send up to 10 images in the Dropbox. You'll see at sullivanjphotography.com. On the top it says Macro Chat. Go there, do everything that it says, submit your images. It's so much fun, and we all help each other. See, they're chatting it up over there. It's so cool. That's what I'm saying. This is what it's about. It's too much fun. It really is. And once a month, I have an amazing photographer that is a macro, micro, or close-up photographer, and we get behind the scenes with them. We've had some amazing, amazing photographers. I really appreciate that. So when you do your portfolio, if you want, because this is something that I've never seen anybody do, but I'm an art major, so I love art. But if you want to do the portfolio, then do like a couple artist statement, not a whole page, just a couple sentences for an artist statement. Oh, see, and Baz is talking about the actual Facebook group, because we share images there, and it's, you know, just having some fun, and it's a great place to hang out. It's a small group, and it's an intimate group, and that's what really matters. It really is so cool. So what we do here today is we're going to do some feedback. We're going to do a loop, which means we're going to start with Elise, and we're going to look at her work and what she did, her homework. Then we're going to go, I'm going to tell you guys what we're going to do today. I'm going to look real quick. Then we're going to head on to Baz. He has 3 images. We're going to take a teeny little break so I can show you this. And look, see, I can get up and walk around because I have my wireless mic on, so you guys can hear me when I go over there. I'm just going to share a couple things with you guys, just because it's nice to take a little break, and then we go right back into the feedback with Ada. And we're going to end with Ada, and I'll give you guys some reminders. So you guys ready? You ready? Woohoo! Okay, what I'm going to do is move some stuff around since AD's not here. And I'm going to get Lightroom going. And let's go. So we go to, let me get this going. See, I'm not used to this. I'm so used to AD rocking it for me. So I have to move things around. I've got like 1, 2, 3, 4 things on this one screen. And I have to be able to see my show notes so I can read, because I always ask you guys how you do it. So while we do this, I believe, oh, I don't know if I could, well, let's do this. Let's just see how it works. Okay, back to me. Oh, maybe I should have had that glass of wine, Baz. Okay, so here's critique. I got the critique. I'm sorry, you guys. I'm looking at everything. So let's look. Oh, here's Lightroom. Okay, so this is, oh, see, you just see a little bit of my side view. My side view. So let me get Lightroom up. Okay, we're set here. I'm sorry. Janice is losing it. I want to get back to Elise. Okay, so I'm going to share with you guys Elise's image that she had submitted to Mitchell. And Elise, you rocked it, because she was the only one that actually did this, and I was so appreciative, and so was Mitch. So anyways, I mean, this is absolutely adorable. But this is one thing I wanted to say. This is so cute. But the way Mitchell shoots is a little different. So he gave Elise some tips on, you know, shooting toys. And so that is, and like I say, I think it's really cool. Is my mic okay? Get you with your mic. Oh, okay. I thought maybe you guys couldn't hear me, but I'm hoping you guys can, because I move some stuff around so I can't see exactly what's going on. But if there's any problems, I'll check the chat, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to read a little bit while you look at her image, okay? So she says, maybe I should put this, oh no, I can't. She says, so you're going to see my profile. It says, hi Janice, I've submitted 3 images for the feedback loop following the wonderful live stream of Mitchell Wu. I took on board his critique about getting outside and making a story of the characters. I really hope I have managed this. And you have, okay? You have. They're so cute. This is an area which is way, those are capitalized, out of my comfort zone, and I really had to think about setting angles, think about the settings, angles, light, and making the toys look lifelike, which is really hard, huh? It really is. Following on from my original image, this is one. She has another one too. My little sheep has now found herself hanging out with leprechauns and fairies. I went into a magical aspect as I do live in Ireland. And Ireland is known for its fairies and leprechauns all over the world. Oh my gosh, I love it. Sorry. So what she says is that she goes, I found this challenging to I found this challenging to angle and stage correctly, which totally makes sense. As Mitchell stated, he gets down to ground level. I tried to keep my camera on a level with the character's eyes. I used both the 100 millimeter and an 1855 millimeter lens to see which would work better, which is awesome because it's still close up, because we don't have to use total macro lenses here in this show. You can get close up. Settings was equally fun and frustrating. I use thin copper wire, blue tack, cocktail sticks, and a kebab stick to prop and support the toys. Isn't this like, aren't you guys excited? You want to see it, huh? I know you do, because just how she's given us so much details, I love it. Thank you, Elise. So she says, okay, I couldn't help it. Let's start this. I use the thin copper wire. She used a thin copper wire, blue tack, cocktail sticks, and kebab sticks to prop and support the toys, which I removed in post with cloning. My magic mushrooms were regular ones, which I picked from my garden and painted with acrylic paints. How cute is that? Post-processing was basic, cloning where needed, and adjustments of brightness, contrast, and saturation only. All images were shot in RAW and converted to JPEG. She said, this was a huge learning curve for me, as this is not a subject I know anything about, nor am I comfortable shooting it. But boy, was it fun. That's so cool. I rarely use artificial light flash with my general macro rig, so I really had to push myself to think about lighting these scenes outside. I had come to the conclusion I am woefully lacking the absolutely need to get a flash out and start learning how to use them properly. You know, you should do continuous first. We could talk about that. If you've never used a if you've never done any lighting, just a little tip. But flashes are awesome. So for all these images, I relied on natural light, and I can see post where a flash would have helped the image. Yes, I found that when I was using flash, I totally blew out the image. Oh, so when we talk about this, Elise, later on, when I get done, I'm almost done reading your stuff. Let me know if you were using it manually, your flash, or if you let the camera do it. That's what I kind of want to know. Okay. So these images are nowhere near anything that Mitchell produces, but I feel happy that I've tried to capture a lifelike feel whilst pretending a story with my characters, which is what Mitchell suggested in his critique. I look forward to hearing you and AD's thoughts. Oh, well, maybe AD will say something after, since he's not here. Maybe he could watch the show on my work. It was really fun to try this and totally it really does, she says, and totally get your imagination working. Very different from macro, but I think this is an area I may try and work on more on. Awesome. Very, very cool. Okay. So we're going to go, and you know what, she gave me 1, 2, 3, which is really cool. So we're going to talk. Are you guys ready? Da-da-da-da. So here's the first one. Da-da-da-da. I love it. Oh my gosh. High five, high five. Look at how cute. Adorable. Just adorable. So this is her first one hanging down. This is her first shot. So the sheep is hanging upside down. She used 1/250th of a second at f2.8. Her ISO is at 100, and she didn't change any of her exposures. It's at 0. She used a 100 millimeter lens and used no flash here, which is amazing, because when you're outside, it can be really difficult to manipulate the way the sun hits. And I think this is adorable. Let me go over here. Hold on one second. Oh my gosh, look at you guys. How cute is that, huh? That is so cute. I love it. It's upside down and you've got your little leprechaun and your look at this. And look you guys, she's got little red mushrooms that pop out. It is so cute. And you know what's nice too? You have the red right here. Oh my gosh, I just know that Mitchell would be so happy to see this in the shade. You know, you've got the grass is leading to your cute little sheep that's now upside down. And this light right here is really cool. I like that it's out of focus because it would have, if it was in focus, it would be fighting with your lamb. So I feel like you did a wonderful job there for sure. It is so, so cute. I just love it. Don't you guys love it? I just love it. I think it's adorable. You know what? I just love it. I really feel that, you know, sometimes I just, it looks adorable. It looks so cute. So, Elise, I used a speed light to set 1/28, which was the lowest I could get it. Oh, and then you triggered it off your camera. So what you could do is, if you use the speed light, let me move this up so I can see. I just want to move this up so I can see your chat. Oh, sorry, we lost it. Yes, didn't she nail the storytelling? Nice depth of field. I know, so cute. Let me see. So if you used a speed light and set it at 1/28, and that was the lowest you could do, the thing that you could probably have done was triggered. I don't know if you handheld or if you were on a tripod low, but you could go ahead and decrease your or increase your shutter speed. You know what I mean? So you would have less light. That's what I would suggest. If, you know, to increase your shutter speed, just another stop until, just do a stop into a stop. And then what you would do is, this dark side over here, it would get dark. So you would have to add some extra light. Can you see where I'm at over here? So over here, if you wanted to, you know, you have to be careful with this. But let me go to the development module just so I can share with you. So what I would do is, if that gets really dark, you know, then just do a flash to this part right here. So we'll just do a pretend flash here, just so you could see what I'm talking about. So what I would do is pop it just a little bit here, you know. And you could do that by manipulating it. Yeah, I would take off, and I would take off the flash if it's definitely. That's one thing that's really what I do is take the flash off of the camera and trigger it around. Sometimes I'll even have everything set and I'll just hold it and let it pop. I even take my circle ring off. It will help. It's on the camera. Yeah, that's what's really tough because it's on the camera. You can't maneuver it. It's a tough thing to do. But you could do in post, you know, in post, as long as it's not too noisy, you could go ahead and, let me just over exaggerate this. But see, you could, if say something was, you know, you could play in post, you know, lighten it up if you had some kind of issues or whatever. That's supposed to be a flash. That's hilarious. But I think you did a great job. I really do. I kudos to you for sure. Let me do something real quick. I want to, because we're going to go on to your other beautiful image. Let me see something. And I may share this with you guys. I want to see something. I'm brightening up the guy at the bottom. Here, let's do this. I like to do this when ADs, hold on. This is what I used to do back in the days. We will bring this baby. I just don't want you guys to see all of the images that are coming up right now. And I don't have my pen. You know how I use my Wacom, so... you guys are seeing the images and I didn't want you to see that. What the heck? Can't see those. Pretend you didn't see those, you guys. Okay. So what I was doing was playing with this guy, trying to brighten them a little bit, just to see. But I just think they're cute. They're just so cute, so cute, so cute. So let's do this. This is what I like to do. We're in development module. I guess I have to share with you guys. Where's my history? Presets, history. So here's the, did I do all this? Oh yeah, see, this is where I was. Let's go to library. Oh, now you guys could see everything. Hold on one sec. I brightened them just a little bit, but I didn't want you guys to see everything. So we will go back to the develop and we will, okay. Well, you know what? You can't even tell the difference. I just brightened him a little bit, but I think he's cute. So let's reset this. And we'll go to the next image. Let me bring this over so you guys could not see everything like I was trying to. Here's the next image, and I will put it on the screen right now. Look at how cute. Adorable. So here's her second one with the fairy, and this is so cute. Okay, so let me read your fairy. So here's her second. Oh, sorry guys. I had to move things around. I'm not very good like this because I'm used to AD. AD, where are you? Okay, so here's his second one. His second one is, or her second one is the fairy. She shot this one at 1/200 of a second at f6.3 ISO 100. She decreased her evaluation by -2, and this is the one that she used the 18 to 55 millimeter lens at 52 millimeters with no flash. So this is so cute because here's another story, getting close, and I think it's adorable. They're just hanging out looking at the sun. So I'm just going to give you, this is a storytelling of that they're hanging out on a palm, you know, they're hanging out. So this is, to me, I really like that they're just sitting there, they're looking at the sun, they're totally relaxing. And I understand that you have your background where, you know, it's up close, they're just on a bush, and then, you know, you want that feel. So I think with this one, I would try, let's see. She says, I need to practice with more flash until I'm ready to get grips with it. It's really hard. But the more you practice, the better you get for sure. And the more creative you can get too when you're playing with flash. It's really fun. I feel it's a challenge, but it's a lot of fun. So I think you did a wonderful job. I probably, my personal opinion, would just crop just a little bit off the top. And that's because this way I can get into the subject more. So this way we can still see that there is a background, because that is a great story, right? It's hanging out. So I love it. I think it's beautiful. They're just enjoying time together. I think it's great. You crossed the legs and it's kind of hanging out with her. Beautiful, beautiful. So that one, kudos. Let's reset. And then here is my favorite. This one is my absolute favorite. So I'm glad that you put that one on the third. I thought this was so cool. You know what? When I was like, oh, I wanted to put this one to the third just because it's my favorite, but you did it already. So here's her fairy sheep. And it's fairy, sheep, and a Minecraft turtle on mushroom table and stool. I love it. Oh my gosh, you guys, look at how cool that is. Look at that. She put her fairy hanging out, and oh my gosh, with the Minecraft. So, and then they're on, and then I just love the stools that you made with the painting, the mushrooms. I love the way you put them in the inside. And you know what I really love too, Elise, is how this branch brings my eyes to the fairy. This is really nice, and sometimes people don't realize that it's not just about the main subject, it's about everything else too. And that's what I love about this, because you know, they're hanging out with each other. They're in a little cove. The lighting is beautiful. You did a wonderful job on the lighting. Very, very nice. Everything is so pretty. It is really cute. So yeah, I think high five to Ireland. High five, Elise. Thank you so much. They are absolutely adorable, and I can't wait till Mitch sees them. He's gonna love how much he's inspired you. So yes, she was. Patricia says, you're bold to try this, Elise. Kudos, great feel and lighting. And you know what else too is that she's letting me share this. This is something that you know, it's scary because it's so different, and you kind of have second thoughts. I mean, we're all like that. And you really stepped up to the place, you stepped up and totally did your comfort out of the comfort zone, and you just rocked it for sure. Yes, challenging. Oh my gosh, it is. Okay, so now we're going to go. Again, thank you. That was so much fun. I love it. So now we're going to get to Baz. And so the first one I'll share with you with Baz here. And he's worked so hard on his water drops and playing with water. So kudos to you, Baz. You keep going for it. This is really great. So what I want to do, yep, you just disappeared for a second. All right, so I'm going to read here what he says. It's the Sunburst pick. It's a black and white. He shot with his D5300 in manual mode. Is water droplet Sunburst is what he calls this. And see, look, and you know who's here is Elise. I mean, Elise rocks the water drop. So very cool that you guys are together. So he used 105 macro lens, a Sigma, 105 macro lens with a 2x teleconverter, and he uses tripod, which teleconverter 2x, awesome. That's how you can get up so close. Remote shutter release. So he shot it at f32, 1/20th of a second. And wait, I'm losing this. Hold on one second. Oh, so you had a 210 millimeter. Wait, I'm losing this. Why do I have two different things? Hold on one sec. I'm kind of confused. Because then down here below, I see f32, 1/20th, the 210 millimeter, ISO 320. So am I wrong? Because if you're using 105 macro lens, then it wouldn't be 210. Tell me, Baz. Did you use a macro lens, or did you use the 210 and put a teleconverter on it? That's what it sounds like. Is that right? Let me know. Anyways, let's talk. So he's working on his, I wrote his information. Did I put it in here? Where is your goals? You gave them to me, and I said, thank you so much. So I had your goals here. And I don't know where they went. Oh my gosh, did I not put them in here? Anyways, Baz, let us know that I'm assuming on this one it was the goal of the sunburst. So I apologize because it looks like my show notes doesn't show. Oh, here it is. The goal for the sunburst was using the sunlight on the droplet to create the star effect. The only editing was to black and white. So his star, you know what? Elise, do you use like the topaz starburst to enhance the starburst? Let us know in the chat. Because what I feel is that I love this starburst and it's really cool, but you know how you get them out a little more? I just love that feel that you could really see right in here is his starburst, and it would be so cool to be able to actually make it bigger. So I'm curious. So F32, let me talk to you about F32. So actually F32 makes things soft. So because the aperture is so teeny weeny that when the light goes through your aperture, it's bouncing all over the place. And it works, but it makes it soft compared to going down to F11, F8, somewhere around there when it comes to macro. So it's up to you if you want a soft feel to your image. If you want it tack sharp, I wouldn't go to F32. I could see that this is where your focal is. Your focal point is right here. And I mean, I love it because it's elegant. The only thing that I would do, Baz, with this is I would clean up a couple spots. Like you have a spot here, and I'm just pushing you to the next level. And I probably would darken, because right now I totally see it and I love it. The starburst. But if you removed or darkened, you don't need to remove, just darken some of the white areas in here, we would see that starburst. Our eyes would go there first because everything around it is contrast and it's dark. So I would personally, if it was mine, I would go ahead and make this all inside here, make it a little darker. And I would paint that in. You could do that in Lightroom. I'll even just do a little paintbrush right now, and I will go over here and I will do, now if you need me to show you a little bit more, I can, but let's just see if I can paint some of this in. Let's do this. And in my computer, see how it's getting dark? I'm just painting it with lowering the exposure down. I'm not doing really crazy stuff here, but and this way what it does is it just helps even, let me see if I can get the shadows down in that brush. And then we would see it more, like I would even go in here a little bit more and make that dark so we could see it. So let's see what you guys are saying here. Okay, no, I use a star filter on the camera. Oh, really? There's a star filter on your camera? What camera do you have? I did not know that. Oh, is that what you put, like, is it like so it's like a filter? I love that. You need to lower the angles this to achieve the good starburst. Oh, see? Yeah, but it's, what I like about it, I know, Baz, that you're like into the starburst, but I really like the gracefulness of the petal and the drop. So I know for you, it's the starburst, but for me, it's the elegant feel of the petal to the water drop. That's what I love out of this one. And we'll go, if you have questions, just look, I'll look in the chat. This one's so cool. Oh my gosh. How cool is this? So this one is his dandelion clock, flower behind. He used a 105 macro lens tripod, remote shutter release. I have to make sure I'm in the right. And this one, he says, is f16, 1/15 of a second, 105 millimeters, ISO 500. And the goal for this was, the goal for the dandelion clock photo was to get the focus only on the center of the droplet. Job done. Oh, and you know what? It is so pretty. So let me do something. I just love the color and the way the dandelion is, going out. So I feel, I just love it. You're doing so good. I swear, like even The white in here doesn't bug me, you know, it's kind of blown out. It doesn't bug me because it's still part of the circle. Let me do this. I like to do this with you guys when I have time. So let's just do this. And if you guys see the next images, so be it. Because I like to do this since it's just me on the show. Let's just show you. So we'll just try to bring this down so you guys see. Okay, so here it is. So pretty. So what I might do here is, let's just see. I'm in Lightroom. I'm going to go ahead and drag just this. And I'm going to see what the contrast does. And maybe a clarity. Nope, not clarity. I don't like the clarity. See, texture. I see you guys chatting. I'll be right there, I promise. Let me do saturation. I'm just bringing it out a little bit more so we can really hone in on it. It is so pretty. So let me get off of that and close this. And then let's do Y to Y. It's hard to, let's get this out. Maybe if I tab this off. Oh, whatever. Let's go over here. You don't need to see all that. So here, okay, so Baz, this does kind of show. So because your goal is to get this sharp in here, see how I did to the right? I made this sharper so our eyes would go to it. And I just did that with, because it's a circle, it's so cool. And you could see I just did the circle here and I went ahead and gave it a little bit, but you know, you just got to play with it. But most of the time, I love this little texture. This is new, and that works really good to bring some texture, which makes things feel sharp. And I added a little bit more saturation, and I did actually even sharpen it. And it's only going inside here. See, if I revert this invert here, then it would be all the outside. And I love your outside. I think your background turned out gorgeous, just beautiful. It is. I love the colors. Just turned out so pretty. Very, very nice. Okay, perfect. It is so nice. I got to get out there and do this. I have actually dandelions over here, and you've inspired me, and I love this. See, when you could see it up close, you guys, it is so cool. Very nice, very nice. Okay, let's go back, and we will go to Baz's third image, and this one right here is, he calls this the tip of a passion flower stamen, and he used the 105 macro lens, tripod remote shutter release, and f8 at 1/60th of a second, 105 millimeters at ISO 100. So let me see. Okay, so here's what he said. He goes, the passion flower produces such perfect shapes and colors. Although I show it in black and white, he says, and the stamen, I just had to, he goes, when it came to the stamen, I had to find out what it was made of. Looks like the tips of a nail brush. You know what? Isn't that interesting? I think that's one of the reasons why I love macro so much too, because it's the curiosity factor of what does this look when you really go into it and see it, and you can't see it with our eyes. I think that's one of the things that is so amazing to get into the macro scene. I mean, you're really honing in on this one. So I'm looking to see if you had any questions for me. I don't think you do. Okay, you see that? Okay. All right, so with this one, I think I have a couple questions for you, because I think what this one I would have done, because you're saying that you wanted to see it all, unless you wanted, but I'm just going by what you were saying. I would have stacked this because you wanted to see what it really looked like. I probably would have stacked this image, shot it, got it in focus, got it in focus, got it in focus, and made it more like an abstract. I mean, total abstract, like we have in the professional group right now. What is it? Oh, those are patterns. This wouldn't be the pattern, but it would be totally an abstract or a texture feel to it, just to be able to see it. Yes, you cannot see with the naked eye. Yeah, so that's the thing that I love. I love. So it would have been fun I would like, I mean, I'm curious if you want to do this as homework. It would be nice for you to stack this and bring it on and share it with us, because I would love to be able to see all of it. I'm so curious. If this was an art piece and you were doing something, maybe, then, but for what you told me, that your goal was to really see what this is inside, and you put it into black and white. And when you put it into black and white, what happens is the color doesn't deter us from what the actual texture is and how we feel and look at the individual, statement. I think it's great. It's so cool. I love to see things like this where it's just so close. All right, so Autumn's going to be next, but what we're going to do is we're going to go back to me. So let me see where I'm at. Let me see. Hold on one second. There I am. Hello. Oh, look, the host thing went on. I got to make sure I'm on the right one. Yeah, sorry, you guys. This is not going to be a perfect macro show. We just don't have AD on the background to make sure things are going. But it's still a lot of fun to hang out with you guys. So we will, yes, we will definitely get to Autumn. But I want to share with you guys. Let's see, do I have an equipment area? Let me see what this goes. Hold on one second. I haven't done this. I'm curious. Let's do this. Look what I got. Remember? Oh, I just hit my mic. I hope you guys, yeah. Remember Mitchell had all those discounts? Hello. How awesome is that? I don't know if the other discounts, if you go to the Mitchell Woo show, he gave us a bunch of discounts. Well, this one, it was like you'd hardly ever get discounts. It was $20 off. And I had to get it. Heck yeah. And you know what? You would have loved it, Elise, because you would have been down on the ground. You don't have to worry about a tripod or anything. You know what I did before was I made myself a beanbag rice beanbag. So I put in a plastic bag, and the people in the membership have seen this before. So I put in a plastic bag rice, and I put my camera on the rice bag and would do it. Well, I was playing with this. I'm going to share it with you guys. But I got it. It comes in a really soft thing. So when you put it in with the rest of your equipment, it won't bang up everything, I'm assuming. But of course, it's here. And I'm doing an unboxing, you guys. And that means I'm actually opening it and not have any idea. I've done some shots. And I'm hoping that should go out next week. If not, it'll be in a couple weeks. But I'm actually videotaping me using it. So it came in here, and it can go back right in here. So look out for that video, because I do videos every Thursday. I put something out on YouTube. So let's go over here. Hold on one second. Now I'm going to bring it up close, but look at how beautiful this is, you guys. Okay, so we're macro people. Okay, we're macro people. So I'm going to talk to you guys here like this, half an hour. So, first of all, the hubby, look at how cool these are. Happy fall, everyone. Is this awesome? It's called a pumpkin tree. I have never seen this before. This is so cool. So he bought me this. And I fell in love, obviously. It's so different. So I wanted you guys to see my setup. This is how I shoot. I use, the hubby bought me these two. These are sawhorses. I would prefer, don't tell him that I said this, but I would have loved to have had black ones because the yellow sometimes gets in my shots. It's kind of a bummer. But, I mean, it is what it is, and he was very nice to buy it for me. So, I want to share with you, you guys get first dibs on this because I will have the video on how I used it, but I just think it's perfect for the macro show. So let me get up close and I'll bring it over here and then I'll share with you how easy it is to use. So because we're macro lovers, okay, so here is the platopod, right? Here's the one, here it is. I'll share with you. This is the bigger one. So this right here, if you put them in, you have to screw them down, but let's just pretend that it's in. And this will go onto rocks and stuff. Like I'm going to Sedona, so I'm super excited that I'm going to be able to put this on rocks. And Mitchell has he shows you how he uses it. So anyways, I put my ball head on the platopod, and it's big because they have the smaller one, like Catherine. I don't know if she's here. Catherine has a smaller one. Baz. Oh, this says watch later. Wi-Fi at our campsite keeps logging off. Okay, well, thank you for coming, Baz. Sorry, that's a bummer. But hey, that's really nice, Baz, that you're out watching the Macro Chat live show while you're camping. Woohoo, you rock. So this is my ball head, and then on my ball head, because I most of the time, for me, this is my macro lens, and then I have a 25 extender. I always like to get closer than 1:1 for macro. So anyways, because I like to get so close, then I have my actual rail. So let's go back over here, and then I use this. So let me show you again. I have my thing behind me. So here. So what I love, I just put on our box right now just so you guys can see. And what I love about this is you can easily, the tripod, forget it. I mean, if you're indoors and you guys are out there in the winter time, come indoors and bring your stuff in, because look at how cool this is. So I just can go in and out to get my subject. Say if I like the subject, I could go in and out and move things around so easy, or I could go in here and move this around. And then not only that, I still have my ball head. And once I get what I like to stack, then I start stacking with my rail, so I can get all the images the way I want them. So it is so easy, and most of the time my tripod's in here, and you got to do the tripod, you got to move it around and all this stuff. It is so cool to be able to just have this so easily move around. And you know what? And I always use this if you're doing, or a timer for sure, because otherwise your stuff will be, can get, I mean, you're stacking so you get stuff sharp, so you want to make sure keep it sharp, right, guys? So isn't that cool? I mean, I had to take it off. I had to take off, and you'll see that in the unboxing. So that is what I wanted to share. Okay, we have to go. Oh my gosh, it's 1:55. I'm talking so much. We got to go into baths. I mean, oh my gosh, we got to go to Ada. I did not realize the time. I've been having so much fun with you guys. Okay, let's go to Ada. We're going to, let me make sure I move go over to, it's over here, Lightroom. Okay, Ada. Oh my gosh, Ada, we're going to rock your work. Okay, let me do this. Okay, so here is his first one, the flower. He says it was an interesting macro. He liked the petals and the arrangement of the middle. He really liked the middle. He thought it was excellent. So his focus was honing in on the petals in the middle. And look at how awesome that is. It's very, very cool. This is 1:1. And so Ada, congratulations. Ada was interviewed by, oh, where am I? I'm over here, right? Where am I at? Yes, I'm over here. So Ada was interviewed by Nikon or Nikon or whatever the heck you want to, I call him Nikon, but congratulations, Ada. Yes. You're so funny. Oh, I thought you were gone. Okay, anyways, Ada, this is beautiful. So what I want to do is I want to give you a suggestion, and I know that this is your whole goal was the petals and the beautiful inside. So I think what I would suggest more is just changing your background a little bit more, just to have that pop a little bit more. So, but I think you did a wonderful job, and you got that all in focus. It looks great. I love it. Now you guys, check this out. Put in the chat what you think it is. Put in the chat what you think it is. This is absolutely the coolest shot, Ada. I might have called you Baz, but Ada, this is so cool. I love it. Okay, you guys, put in the chat. What do you think it is? What do you think it is? It's amazing. Oh, let me take myself off. I need to take myself off so you guys can see. Why? You don't have to see me. Side. And I was doing that before. I wonder if I messed up your images, Elise, and all you guys. So we don't need me. Let's see. Oh, we need that one. Hold on. Okay, I want to get rid of me. So that goes off. There we go. Okay, you got to see the whole image. Oh, yeah. Anna, why'd you tell everybody they were supposed to guess? Yes, Dr. O, no need for the lens hood. Take it off and get closer to the subject. What are you talking about? Oh, for this one? I don't know. Anyways, this rocks it, Anna. This is so awesome. Yes, it is. He was photographing a carrot. How cool is that? So he says, carrots we see only yellow and orange and part green. So without Itster or cotton shape. Ooh, did I go down? Oh, I hope. Uh-oh. No, I should be here. Can you hear? Can you hear me? That's weird. Let me see something. Lightroom. Okay. Don't see an image, but you guys can hear me. Okay, so you can hear me. Okay, let's try it again. All right. Now, okay, so now okay, so it should be working now. Sorry about that, Ada. So he was, okay, we're back on. Sorry. All right, sorry about that, you guys. I don't know what happened, but anyways, he was saying how he sees only the yellow. We only see the yellow and the orange parts without its texture or cotton shape. And he goes, I really didn't know it was made up of these polygonals, I don't know, holes. And each one contained some water-like liquid. Maybe it was water. I don't know, but I bet you it probably was, because it does have a lot of water to it. So I think this is absolutely gorgeous. I have nothing to say about it. I think this is so fun. The only thing I would say, Ada, is to keep doing stuff like this where this is such an abstract, and yeah, you told everybody it was a carrot, but I think this is so beautiful, and I would totally keep this up. This is great. I don't know, slice all the stuff and see what you can come up with a beautiful portfolio. It would be really, really cool to see that. Okay, and here is his last image, and hopefully I don't mess it up. He goes, I got bored, which is so funny. He goes, I got bored looking for a subject to photograph. Suddenly my mother said, you don't eat, let me see, hold on one second. I'm trying not to mess up my Lightroom. My mother said, you don't eat mint? At that time, I was drinking water. This photo was the result of water and mint. I love this story. Oh my gosh, how cool is that? So this is so cool. I love the water drop, and I didn't realize mint was so fluffy. So, I mean, I did know, but the way you've got it going with the light is just beautiful. So he says that let's see, how did you shoot this? I don't remember. You didn't say how you shot these. Or if you did tell me, I don't have them. But I know that you use a macro lens and I know that you use flash. But I really love this. This is really, really cool. So I like what you said. You didn't really give me a goal for it. So I'm not sure if you want me to give you my opinion. Tell me if you want my opinion. Yes, so it's very thin. So yeah, I mean, tell me if you want my opinion because I think it's a really beautiful shot. I do have a couple suggestions, but you didn't ask me about that. You know, I didn't realize that there was no goal set for this one. So let me know real quick, and I will yes or no. And while you're chatting, while you're letting me know, Ada, I'm going to let Leroy and Kevin, they both had some beautiful jumping spiders. Leroy had a zebra spider. Kevin, you had a jumping spider, but you didn't give me any goals. And I really need to know what I mean, just sharing the image is great, but this is feedback time. So tell me what you want out of it. It's okay, but little change, let's see. Is it okay? Oh, okay. Okay, so let me put me back on. Oh, actually, I won't put it back on. Okay, so I think it's gorgeous. For my personal opinion, I don't know if I would have it directly in the middle. I want to play with it. I have not played with this at all. Okay, so this is my first time doing this. I'm curious. I'm looking at the way the background is. So see how the flow of the background? So it has kind of like a texture feel to it. And I'm looking over to the left and to the right. So I'm going to share with you guys a quick tip when it comes to landscape. That's why this show is not, I mean, it's great, but it has some, let me explain something to you. When it comes to like landscape photography, so when you have something off to the side, can you see my mouse over to the left and over to the right? So when you have a landscape, it's really nice when they're almost close, when they're leading off of the frame. I mean, this is just like stuff that for our eyes and how we enjoy, our vision enjoys subjects. So these are just like little rule things that you don't always have to have. You can break them. So, but I'm thinking about that because I'm also a landscape photographer. So what I like about this crop is that it's not directly in the middle. It leads me off to the side, but it also has this beautiful background and the lighting here, which leads me into your water drop. And I love that you've done did you do it off of glass? Because it's just absolutely so much fun. It's really, really pretty. I probably, because you know me, Ada, I would just clean up just a little bit of the middle, like these little streaks. I know that's part of it. That happens when you're photographing reflections because I do it all the time. So I would just clean these things up, like right in here at the bottom. I would clean that up a little bit in that. And so that's all I feel that would be, for me, is just making a small little crop to really hone in on your beautiful work that you've done. I think it's just gorgeous. Oh, I know why. I'm going to tell you why I do this. See how these are patterns here? And it's a pattern. Well, see how it breaks right here? And it gets really thin. And so that's why I cropped, because sometimes I have to say to myself, well, what's the deal here? Why, Janice, are you even doing that? So if I get this right here, it still has it, but this is prominent. I would bring it even more. Yeah, like that is just like, or maybe a little bit more. But anyways, I'm sure you're getting the gist of what I'm saying. Um, so let me go back to me. Do you have any? Let's go to front screen on me. Hello, hello, you guys. We went over. It's 2:06. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much. Do you have any questions? Let me know. I do want to remind you that in 2 weeks, you guys, we have the amazing Stuart. So let me get over here to my list of things of what is going on. So remember, we have Stuart Wood in 2 weeks. After this show's up, we'll have the new show. I'll put his email, his website, and don't forget to check out his YouTube. Oh my gosh, he gives you some amazing tips on his YouTube. Yeah, hi Patty Smith. You're welcome. You're welcome. So thank you so much for being here. I totally had a great time, and thanks for dealing with all my behind the scenes craziness. I want you to always, always remember, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, because then what it does is it shares it to other macro photographers. That's what's so much fun, is chatting with you guys live about what we love to do, which is macro, micro, and close-up photography. And yes, I want you all to remember that your 1,000 words does make a difference. Cheers, everyone.